to another Early Literacy Tip Tuesday. Throughout this video series, we are discussing the 5 practices of early literacy: talking, singing, reading, writing, and play. Last week, we started our discussion on the practice of play by talking about the benefits it has for our early learners and breaking it down into imagination and imitation play. This week and the next 2 weeks, I want to dive deeper and talk about ways to make play meaningful for our children at the different stages of their lives. A reminder before we start. Just like with all of our past videos that discuss ages and activities for them, remember that each child is different and each child will develop their skills at a different rate. The ages I use for these videos are just averages, so don't worry if your child isn't ready for the activities yet, and don't gloat if your child has already been there, done that. Each child has different strengths and weaknesses, and that's what makes us so unique. If you are worried about where your child is at developmentally, ask your pediatrician for their opinion. All right, let's start at the beginning with our babies, birth to 12 months. Play for babies as a whole is more foundation building than traditional playing, but really that's what makes it so important. For the youngest of babies, birth to 4 or 5 months, we'll call bonding our form of play. Babies this age are working on discovering their new senses and will delight in hearing and starting to see their caregivers for the first time, along with learning to grasp objects to bring to their mouth for a taste test. If there's an older sibling involved, they might be a little disappointed that their new brother or sister can't play like they thought they would. Remind them to be patient. Babies develop so fast and will start making more meaningful interactions soon. By 4 to 6 months, babies are really on a roll with learning how to interact with the world around them. Their hand-eye coordination is really coming together, and they can now see further, and they have more control over their limbs to get what they want. It's early, but some babies may start to roll or scoot to get around to places they want to go. Babies this age are learning more about communication, and they might start trying to imitate the sounds that their caregivers make. Play that engages babies' senses is the best for this age. Spend time talking to your baby or making funny faces. Mobiles or other bright things to look at are great for working your baby's eyesight and keeping them entertained. You'll notice more and more at this age that whatever babies can get their hands on, they send straight to their mouth. It's important to make sure they're in a safe environment to do this because taste is their strongest sense at this age. As their other senses have been developing, taste is how they have found comfort and things that they like. Work on building their gross motor skills by moving their hands along to pat-a-cake rhymes or other baby bouncing rhymes. Engage their fingers and toes by doing rhymes like This Little Piggy. As we reach the last few months of baby's first year, we really see them kick it into high gear and grow their own personalities. The best kind of play at this age is still activities that help them discover their world and engage each of their senses. Babies at this age are so curious and love to imitate what is going on around them, from sounds to maybe words to actions and to simple games. Babies this age love playing peekaboo because they know how. You can also start to play simple hide-and-seek games with this age too. Put a toy partially out of view and ask baby to go find it. This will engage their critical thinking skills while they figure out what to do, and then their gross motor skills when they go on the hunt. Lots of baby toys are designed to engage the senses and develop fine motor skills too. Some of the best are toys that encourage color matching, shape matching, and organizing skills. Babies will learn how to better control their hands while learning shapes and colors. Toys that are versions of big kid things are great too. Play phones, kitchenware, tools, keys, and really any other toy like this are great for encouraging your child to play through imitation. In the last video, we mentioned that children learn a lot by copying the things that are done around them. Providing little ones with safe options to do this with is a great idea. Sensory bags and other manipulatives are also great for keeping little ones entertained. Check out the link from mylittlemoppet.com in the description for simple and safe exploratory toys that you can make yourself. Sing and dance. Play involves a little bit of each of the 5 practices, and babies love a happy sing and groove party. Keep on reading to your child to improve their vocabulary. Let your baby take control of the book and let them turn the pages. Chances are they've been watching you, and they probably almost know how to do it on their own. Remember our board books video? Keep those books close. Those thick pages will withstand the wear and tear of little hands and mouths much better than books with paper pages. Over the next few years, your child will go through an array of social skills. Start them and yourself off strong by engaging with other caregivers and children their age. Most of the time, babies this age won't play together in a traditional space, but a place like a mommy and me group or a parent and baby group or a baby story time are great ways to get started introducing them to others. Alright, like with our other videos, this isn't an extensive list of ways to play with your little one. If you want to learn more about ways to engage your baby from the start and help them play and learn, check out the links in the description. I also want to recommend the book, Baby's First Year Milestones by Aubrey Hargis. Since so much of the first year is foundational development, this book does a great job at covering what milestones you'll encounter and age-appropriate activities to go along with them. Next week we'll talk about toddlers, 1 to 3, and how their play develops so much within those short years. Thank you so much for joining me for another Early Literacy Tip Tuesday. See you next week!